Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And I've been everywhere this morning. I actually had a wedding at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I went to take care of that and came back to the office. But right before getting to my office, I said, you know what? Let me go get a couple of pesos, just to have Mexican money in my pocket. And sure as heck did stop by and picked up best like $80 in pesos. Let me tell you, the peso went up. I'm not sure if I think the dollar went down. It's not a good thing. It's 1880 now, so that went down, and
The peso went down then.
the no, I think no.
If
That
it's
means
if it's at 18 a
eight
dollar,
eight. It's 1880. It means the dollar went down because it's cheaper.
oh, cheaper to buy a
Yeah,
dollar.
because you get
Got it.
more peso, you get less pesos for a dollar.
Got it.
Something like that. So what happens is I took out my phone and everything and left, and I got to the office. It's just close by, and all of a sudden I start taking stuff out of my pocket, and I go like, "Where's my passport? Where's my book passport?" And I'm going like,
Again,
"No, no, 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 not again." And and I'm here yelling, "No, no, 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 no!" to the arena. But also, I was yelling that because of the passport. No, and so I said no. So I get back on my scooter and I retrace my steps, and I went all the way. And me fui against the tide. Me fui, and I got to the cash, la casa de cambio, and the lady just picks up the passport, goes, I go like, and it's crazy, but she goes, ay, la señora Vete, se lo encontró ahí y dijo, no, todavía no, dijo, ay, es de Erasmo Castro, y le dije, bueno, le voy a mandar mensaje. She was actually sending me a message as I got there, and I said mil gracias. I said I'm about to go to Cuba, and no passport book, no Cuba. And I'm
like
going like,
worst case scenario.
yeah. So I'm going like, no, 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 no. This can't be. And then, I mean, second time, you know. I think I might be wearing my pants a little bit too tight. So I'm very fortunate that they found it. They saved it for me. They had it. I've got my passport book back. But let me say that's one of the I think that's one of the upsides of being Erasmo Castro in this town. Most people know who Erasmo Castro is, you know? So it's one of the good things is that I would dare say, because immediately she knew who it was, she knew who to contact, and that's a great thing. I greatly appreciate anyone out there that was todavía thinks well of Erasmo Castro. Few people like that.
Very few people.
Very few people. But very fortunate, very
Just
happy.
one in 10 people that knows you.
Yeah. Can you imagine in a town of 200 some people that one person that does know me actually found my passport? No, it was a great thing. I'm very happy. I'm packed. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to go to Cuba.
Cool, man. How long are you gonna be there?
Just till Saturday. But let me say that one of the things that I don't know yet if we're going to be able to go in. I mean, I've done everything. I've got the COVID test. I got the uh, visa. Actually, I'm glad I said that because I would probably forgot it. I got my visa to go into Cuba. Crap, I better still have it. It's, uh, it's this one. I got my visa to go into Cuba. Este, and I'm ready to go. Uh, ¿Qué otra cosa? Passport. I think I did everything that I needed to do. So I'm hoping. But with that said, one of the things is that because I am leaving through Mexico, that's one of the other things that I have to take into consideration. A lot of times para sacar el permiso en Mexico, and I got the permiso yesterday, para, I hope I didn't lose that crap as well. I got the permiso. Yeah, I probably did lose it. Oh,
Oh, you got the permit through Mexico to go to
I
Cuba?
got the permiso to enter Mexico. But one of the things that I think is kind of like on the trippy side is you get the permiso to enter Mexico, and and because I'm flying out, sometimes they say, pues necesita un permiso para volar de Mexico. And I'm going like, well, I mean, I entered the country and I had this discussion with the officer yesterday because when you go to the airport, they say, es que su permiso tiene que tener un avioncito. I said, well, it can't have an avioncito because
Then
I
how
didn't
else do you expect to get into Cuba?
like, well, no, but okay, but from the airport, it has. If I'm trying to find the mine which I lost. Oh, here it is.
Get it together, man. Get it together.
It's crazy. El permiso para entrar a México. Este permiso aquí. This permit. Here aquí dice que I'm entering Mexico via car. Por carro. Which what I'm going to do. El problema is at the airport when you're going into another country, they want it to have a little plane on here. And I'm going like, well, I didn't enter Mexico via plane, but it has to have a plane.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. So I said, and I told the guy there, I said, pero tiene que tener el avioncito. That's what they told me when I went to Ecuador. Dice, pues sí, pero no lo podemos poner así porque usted está entrando por tierra. And I'm going like, okay. So tonight I have to go to the airport in Monterrey and make sure that they're going to let me on the plane with this, or else I need for them to give me a permit to go via plane. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But it's just doble
Which means that you have
vuelta.
to go early.
Huh?
You're gonna have to go earlier than planned, or what?
No, well, I was planning to get there tonight anyway because they invited us to go eat in Monterrey. So, all right, we'll see what happens. Let's get to the comments and then we'll see who else is coming on. Good morning. Good morning.
You
Today's
already have someone there waiting.
yes. I think they were just getting adjusted in regards to the camera, so
Okay.
I thought we'd give them time to get adjusted. Good morning, sir. Today starts the day where we as a community fight against continued corruption. Yes, we're going to talk specifically about that, as I'm sure. Where can we vote? No. Library, please. Morning. Good morning, Hermosa Alea. Good morning, Richard, my man. Will you be doing an extraterrestrial trips outside our galaxy? Let me tell you, it depends on what I'm smoking. I was in Monterrey.
Or unless you start hanging out with Musk.
Yeah, unless me and Musk start hanging out a little bit more. I was in Monterrey. You should have told me. We would have probably met up. I love Monterrey. Monterrey is good. Hold on. Let me call you back, okay? Hold on. Sam, take it over.
Okay. Did you put mute?
Mande pa.
You're not on mute.
I'm doing good, my man.
Your next one says Dina Jane saludos, and then he said Jay de Luna buenos días Erasmo Castro, and that's about it as far as comments. We're just waiting on somebody else to like come in real quick, but they haven't logged back then. Lo de la arena, I think he's gonna wait until like later on in the later of the show to start talking about the arena. Let me see what else is here. Hold on. Will you give us chicken plates or enchiladas? Let me see if I can get it out of here. It says, good morning, my cuz. Have a wonderful day. And then vote no. Let me add this person.
Good morning, Sam.
Hey, how's it going?
going? Did you
Like
go
I didn't know
though?
if you wanted to like jump into the show just yet because you're. I know you're you're getting situated. But how's your day going?
It's going. It's going. Running a little behind schedule. It's amazing how quickly the time goes. I know. No. So have
Yeah,
you gone to
I
go
hear
vote?
you. Yes, definitely today for sure.
Yeah, I started
I want to
texting
start seeing
this
those
morning.
numbers to see how like where it's gonna be at the end of the day.
I know.
Because they start putting the numbers up, right?
Yeah,
Like
they'll
during the
at the
early
end of the
election.
day they'll have the how many people went out and cast their vote. And I just hope that some of the other areas will help carry, the no supportive, you know,
Yeah.
citizens that are
I
out there.
saw that there was a lady. I saw on Frankie's show that there was when they did the news, that there was a lady in Harlingen as well, like pushing a hard no, because it seemed like they were using like I guess county money to kind of support a city idea for visitors. Um, but yeah, I guess she's also
Mhm.
pushing that like a hard no for that.
I don't know if it's my phone or what. Can you hear me clearly? Because I hear like you're breaking, like you're coming up choppy. Or maybe it's
Yeah,
just my
I can
phone. I
hear
don't
you
know.
clearly.
Okay. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of people that are totally, like in different areas. You have your Harlingen, you have your PI, you have your South Pider Island. There's quite a few people that are really not pro. And again, they're not for not because it's not a good project, but because it's not going to do any good for us at this point.
Yeah.
We have so many other entities that are in other areas that should be utilized at its full potential, and they're not. So what makes you think that we're going to have, you know this full arena when the others are struggling to even have events?
Yeah,
you
and
know
I
i just i
understand
just
they're trying to, I guess, attract people down here, but ah, it's not a good start. Like you gotta have like first your small concerts, and hopefully those pack up a little bit. Those have like people going to them, and then build a bigger one. But don't just start with a bigger one and expect to get filled.
Well, that's the thing. We're always. It seems in Brownsville like we're always. And a perfect example when we built traffic, there was and if it was, they didn't see it that way. So the first step should have been get with the county, get with the city, get with the Department of Transportation, and let them know I want to build this, high school, and it's going to have 3,000 students, it's going to have 500 staff members, and then plus whatever traffic we're going to create. No, they built the school with a real narrow road, and then accidents came.
Yeah,
We're always doing that here in,
working
in in the
backwards.
Brownsville and Cameron County area. I don't get Breeden, another school, Breeden Elementary. I argued it, I challenged it, and it was another narrow road right there on Dana. Okay,
Yeah,
you have the Harmony School, which creates already a lot of traffic. You have a ditch that's on the right hand side as you're driving because of that drainage, because all of that was farmland. So in actuality, guys, we do everything backwards here, and that's why we are always in the situation that we're in. You know, and
yeah,
Breeden has a lot of traffic. That's where Breeden Elementary is. Then you have like 3 or 4 subdivisions over there. So can you imagine all the traffic? It's right before you
yeah.
get to
For
to
that
uh,
size of a like
Cameron
an
Park,
area,
and then you
it's
have
too small.
Gallegos Element. You have 3 elementaries in less than 5 mile radius, and then look at that narrow road. Not good.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's the same
ridiculous.
thing we're going to see over here. The same issue. So if we don't get it together, you know, we're going to end up losing.
Yeah, that's like the one over here by Walmart on 802, ain't it? Like it's small streets. I know that Paredes is right there, but the small streets is like I don't see how people are gonna be like making lines like they do over here for like idea.
I can't hear you, Sam.
No, ah, I don't know what it is. I think it might be like the settings or something on the phone. Let me see if I can go back to the comments real quick while she gets situated. There's what do you about having the arena here? What do you think about having the arena here? Uh, if everything's like done correctly as far as like planning, it'll be great. But it doesn't have like the numbers there. You know, the numbers are not there. The people's not there. Like they're trying to do so many things. There's been concerts that they've been having, like on the I guess sports arenas or sports park, but or anywhere else, it doesn't get uh, full with people. Not for 10,000 people. Let me see if I can get pictures. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Oh,
I can
no.
hear you now. Much better.
Okay, that's better. Yeah. Well, the next question was like, what do you think about having the arena here? Um, but I was telling them like the numbers are not there. Like for people to be going like I know a bunch of people say like, oh well, I'll go all the way to McAllen or Edinburgh, whatnot. But it's not enough people to say like, hey, you know what? We need our own arena, especially a humongous one for 10,000 seats.
You know, we need so much, but I think we need prioritize what we really need in our county and in our city. And for city leaders and county leaders to be pushing when we have really sorry service. I mean, our system for drainage is really bad. No matter how you look at it, whether it's city or county, the streets, city or county, they're really bad. No matter where you drive, those are priorities. Those are supposed to be priorities. Take care of your real infrastructure first.
And now I'm wondering, now that you're talking about like I guess traffic, does that mean that they're gonna have like a traffic light now at the that intersection of 100 and then frontage? They're gonna have to
I
plan for that, no? Let me go to the next comment real quick. Good morning. I don't think too many people went to get plates because I received a text saying they still had plates late in the afternoon. Um, I think I saw a line. I saw a picture of it, but other than that, me personally, I didn't go. It will be an inconvenience for me to go from like Los Fresnos all the way over there. So I was like, the heck with it. It's not like I was gonna vote for it. But anyways, next comment. I'm on my way to the library to cast my vote for the arena. It's definitely a big fat no. And good man, good that you're going today, but try to see if you can get more people. Uh siblings, parents, or anything like that. Um
That's where we need to start, Sam. That is exactly. Get your siblings, get your aunts, get your friends, your closest friends that you can tell them, look, you know what, this is what the we're gonna face in the future. You know, it's gonna be a challenge. We're gonna leave because people don't understand it. We they're gonna go through the bonds. That's how it works. They go, they
yeah.
get bonds, then they get the loan, and then the loan at the end is we're the ones that end up forking out as taxpayers. And then right now there's other propositions that are on the ballot. There's the tax
I
estates
was about to
chapter.
ask you for that one if you had like more details or
I
if
am
you
going
could
to bring it
explain it.
up. I'm going to bring it up to you because I know that Dallas realtors and Austin realtors are working so hard with those propositions. Because let me tell you, local realtors have what they call the legislative committee, and then they have a chair. I was fortunate to be the chair for 2 years. And all these things we bring to our state senators, state representatives about the issues about taxes in the local communities and how the appraisal district taxes our properties. And so it's a combination of how everybody needs to work together to make sure that citizens of you know don't pay so much taxes, or it's capped like no more. And some people don't
Yeah.
even can't afford to do repairs, but yet they come back and then they tax you 20% above your value or market, because market value is one, appraised value is another. So there's two differences. But I will encourage, right now that we're touching this point, Sam, I will encourage people to file an appeal. File that appeal. um, I would say let's swamp them with appeals. Enough is enough. Because you know what? They really don't have the experts in that area to be able to say, okay, this is what the house is appraised for. They don't. They're not certified licensed appraisers. They're just employees that are there that get hired by the appraisal district, and we found out. I found out myself. They don't have what it takes for them to be an appraiser and do the comparables of one home or what has sold. I've had to challenge them myself. So I would say whoever is a property owner file the appeal and let's swamp the Cameron County Appraisal District with appeals.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to respond.
I agree with Kathy, and that's one of the things that I went out there and I made sure that I posted, guys. If anyone out there wants to appeal, please stop by my office. No charge. I want to do exactly what Kathy just said. Swamp that damn office with 1,000 appeals. I don't care. Make them work. Make them see that there's people that are upset, and not just an appeal. Because what they're going to do is, you submit the appeal, and then they're going to give you a counter proposal because they ask, what do you think it should be appraised at? Screw you, leave it the way it is. Nothing has changed. That's what you need to say. And actually, you could probably say, you know what, it should be a lot lower. But what they're going to do is say, well, let's meet let's meet halfway. Don't agree. Go before the hearing and fight it. Fight it 100%. Do not agree. File file the appeal and completely fight it. Mighty. I won't know because it's the first time they promise something that they all of a sudden forget. This is big money for the company that will build this and plan. Yes, guys. Look, guys, it's so very simple. I think Kathy's struggling. Am I struggling? Is she struggling, right?
Yeah, it's just she's having issues. I don't know where she's at, but she's having issues.
Let me say, guys, in regards to this arena thing, it's just it's very simple. As their track record is horrible. The only ones that are guaranteed their money are the contractors, the builders, and the architects. And the developers. They're guaranteed this money, not you. Nothing that we invest in regards to this arena, nothing is there guarantees that we're not going to get screwed. And actually, I'm 100% sure that this community, if they vote yes for this arena, will get screwed. 100% screwed.
There's so many more things that they need to evaluate, like that whole so-called feasible report. There's so many things that need to take into consideration, not just like it was being able to be built.
Well, it's not, and again, guys, I'm surprised, and I know that a lot of young people are excited about this, but it's the same promises that were made at
it's gonna bring Bad Bunny.
It's not gonna bring Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny will go to Mexico City and sell out 2-3 times. Bad Bunny is not going to come to Brownsville, Texas. Impossible. Not going to happen. Trey put a video with all kinds of musical acts that could, it's bogus. The city will be responding in emergencies. I mean, we only have 6 to 8 ambulances, don't we?
It's in the city. It's in the city of Brownsville, like area, city limits. Is that how they work by, or do they go by different districts or whoever's closest?
One of the things that with the ambulances services that they tried to promote was that they could not get private ambulances to come in here because they wanted everything to go to the city of Brownsville ambulances fire department. Yeah. It's in their contract. So what happens is they were fighting tooth and nail from stopping anyone that wanted to come in here. So what's going to happen when we increase supposedly the number of people here locally? No, o sea, con lo que tenemos, Sam, right now, no nos damos abasto. We don't have enough. We can't make it with 6 or 8 ambulances. Can't.
And I'm pretty sure there's like more people. It's way over. I know we already surpassed 200,000 like long time ago, but like it's gonna eventually get you like 250. No,
I would dare say we're already at 250, easily 250, because you have to take into consideration. The signs out there say 187 and 187,000.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
Well, I would say maybe like 10, 12 years ago. But with that said, take into consideration, there's a lot of people here without documents. A lot of undocumented people here. And nothing against them. Part of the community. They're already here. Those don't go out there. Those aren't counted on the census. Plus, I mean, 187,000 at maybe a 70%, 60% of individuals who file the census, automatically the numbers are wrong. You know, it's not indicative. I can't recall this much effort and money spent on a passage of a bond issue. There's got to be more to this than a simple "we deserve it." It's our time. A great quality of life issues for Cameron County. Too much money.
It's our
Enchilada
time,
line with
Erasmo. It's our time.
Well, you know, again, they're trying to buy your vote with an enchilada plate. Enchilada plate.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this is how pathetic we are as a community that those lines were so long. That is how pathetic as to we are as a community. That is why we cannot have nice things because people sell out for a chicken plate. People sell out for a plate of raunchy looking enchiladas. Did you see that plate, bro?
Yeah.
It looked kind of gross.
It was just enchilada and rice, right?
Yeah. I've seen better plates on TV dinners. It looked kind of gross. It was horrible. Kathy's back.
I'm back. I'm having problems with my. I don't know if it's I'm driving my phone or what, but on the census, you're right. And then remember, we have a lot of Mexican nationals that do live here, but during the census, they were not here. So they were probably not even counted as they come here and they stay here 4 or 5 months. So during those 4 or 5 months, we're having to provide those services to them, regardless of how you see it. There's I don't think people realize it, but at the end of the day, we're not ready as a city. We're not providing the services that we're supposed to be providing. Your fire department doesn't have enough firefighters and stations and the the city has expanded so much and annexed that they forget that before you annex, you have to have a plan of where you're going to put the sites of the ambulatory services and the first responder services. And I'm going to tell you because I worked for Brownsville PD for 10 years, and there was times back in the 80s where we had to put calls on hold, wait. We had to prioritize the calls that came in and try to get the officers to the locations. Sometimes we would even have calls pending 30 minutes because we did not have enough police officers to respond to the calls. So, with that said, we're going through the same cycle right now. We're having the same situation. And for us as citizens to say we're not priority and let them do whatever they want, it's wrong. It's wrong. Because if I'm a citizen of this community, I expect for the community leaders to be able to provide the needed services for every citizen, regardless. So,
We, we need to
and what happened was that area where the arena is, it was annexed. It was annexed to the city of Brownsville. Part of it is city and part of it is county. So why do you think both entities are getting involved and participating in the support of this arena? That's why.
we need to stop about this. I don't want to drive 45 minutes. McAllen has two successful arenas. This is 100%. Paint Arena is used for so many things, and they can still manage to be there. They are not successful arenas. They are still in the negative. As a leader, you start small, you earn people's trust. They have failed us consistently. They have pocketed our money consistently, and they will continue to do so. A
Yeah,
crappy.
because everybody sees the Peachy King, like you say it. It's like when everybody tries to compare like the parade from McAllen and all this stuff. I'm like, you guys need to understand, like they spend lots of money for the people they bring in, like the whole Dallas Cowboys and all that, the Tora Polo and all that other stuff. Like they dish out a lot of money, but they're aren't they in the red, like the city itself from
Sam,
McAllen?
don't you remember when they tried to bring in and they brought in Enrique Iglesias? I mean,
Yeah,
Enrique Iglesias, bro. This is McAllen that has all these cities around them, guys. You know, all these cities around them. They brought Enrique Iglesias and they were like, I think, $10 million in the hole. You remember? I don't
yeah.
know how many millions of dollars in the hole. How anyone in the city of Brownsville thinks that we can get an Enrique Iglesias here, and it's not going to put us in the red, it's just stupid. We don't, and Carlos Cascos has made mention this. We don't have the people, Sam, Tati. We don't have the people that Hidalgo County has. We don't. So why anyone thinks that this is going to be successful really boggles my mind. Again, McAllen, Texas, Hidalgo County, Enrique Iglesias. I would want to go see Enrique Iglesias or the top of Roman's head, either one.
Sorry,
And,
I'm sharing your freaking feed. Sorry.
anyone, and they came out negative. And this wasn't 20 years ago. It was what, 5 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
Roman, your take?
Sorry. We're talking about the arena. Oh, the crappy enchilada play. Which one?
Whichever would go for it. Doesn't matter.
No, I mean, just make sure y'all go out to vote against this arena thing. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of your memes and what you're doing on your show page. I think it's great that you're doing that. I think it's important. I was actually talking to some of my Republican friends over the weekend about the arena and what you're doing, and they're like, "Wow, we really like this Erasmo guy. I mean, he's really talking how it is and enjoying listening to you say that this arena is a bad thing and we need to stop it." I told you last night, and I posted on my personal page, on my show page, that we have people in Southmost, just around the corner from my house, who has a house that was raised, $70,000 just last year was appraised, and this next year, they just got their appraisal for $170,000. It's $100,000 increase in Southmost.
No,
Or
Roman,
a house in a lot that's 100 by 50.
but you're wrong, Roman, because
What?
the politicians said they lowered your tax rate.
Oh, no, I'm just saying right now the appraisal, the appraisal.
No,
Yeah.
but it was such a great deal because they lowered your tax rate by
Mhm.
2%. So
Yeah.
you should be doing good, no?
No, not really. Not when your appraisal's going this much. I mean, and you're pricing people out in Southmost for people to live in their houses. I mean, are you having to fight them, and then you have to do all this, and you have to go to the? Oh yeah, you can only do this online. You can only protest online. You can only do all these things, and then we look the shiny little thing with the freaking arena. And don't think for a second that people are going to be able to live around that arena. I mean, people want to be able to live in Southmost and enjoy it. You're gonna, where are they going to move? Where are those people that live there? Where are they going to move into apartments? And where the teachers are going to be able to move, and you can't live in your houses, in Brownsville Country Club or SEC or wherever they live, or over in the woods.
You posted something that I finally agree with. You posted something that I agree with completely. It sort of seems, folks, that they're trying to buy everybody out of Brownsville, and unfortunately for us, there's a lot of folk here in the city of Brownsville that they'll go out there and wave, a shiny penny, and they'll go like sobres vato, because a lot of folks out there, will go out there and say, hey, somebody wants to buy my house and they want to give me, $5,000 more than what it's worth. I'm going to sell. Well, guess what, folks? You're going to get screwed if you sell, because at the end of the day, you sell. Are you going to be able to buy another house at the amount of money that they give you? No, because we're all getting priced out. So every single time that they sent me a text message or call me about selling my property, you know what I tell them? I say, yeah, give me $1 million. Oh, it's not worth that. Then stop calling me then. I mean, I didn't call you to try to sell my house. You called me. Everyone is getting screwed.
Yeah.
Your background goes with my mountain.
I on my show page, I posted a screenshot of some text messages from the arena PAC people, and I guess a voter. And what I find fascinating about those screenshots that I posted is they say, hey, we want to give you this information about, we want to know if you're going to vote in favor of this arena. And we want to make sure you understand. Here's a little, the little thing for the enchilada plate or whatever. And then the person said, wow, man, I really wish I could go, but I can't go. Where can I get more information about this and what it's about? Oh, well, it's just so you could vote for a study. And the reason I think this is important, why are they doing this disinformation campaign? Why are they doing this in text messages? And why do they have to mislead our voters to do this? Like, it was such a great project. And I know you need to, I know that you listen to Dennis Sanchez and County Judge Eddie Trevino, whether it's on Channel 4 or whether it's on KRV or anywhere, the little meetings that they, well, the reason we're bringing this back up is because people said, the people that were in favor said that we didn't inform the people very much. And I'm like, if this is the information they want to give the voters, in order for them to pass this thing, in order to pass this ridiculous monstrosity of a, Star Trek's arena, that's ridiculous. We might as well like not get your information because they're just misleading us. Sam, did you get anything like that at all? Did you get any of those little text messages where they
Yeah, I got
mislead
text
you?
messages, and I was just responding to them like you were saying, like if I was an uninformed person to see what they
Mm-hmm.
would say,
Mm-hmm.
But it was the same thing, like, oh, it's for a feasibility study and this and that. But it would take like hours before I get a reply. So
Yeah,
I was assuming that people were like, I guess everybody was asking questions,
no, but
or they were
I
just
don't know why they
responding.
would do this. I mean, there's no it's not necessary for them to give this bad information. So I mean, if
They're
they're
doing Facebook ads now with Eddie Trevino.
what does that guy have to say?
They're pushing it on Facebook.
And I mean, I
Oh
got
no, he
it.
just has
Oh,
like a little Facebook ad about the whole
hey
news
guys,
when
let
they
me
did
say something.
the news report.
I was saying something.
No, let me say something that's kind of trippy. The arena is, is advertising on this show, on this show's YouTube this morning.
Oh my god.
I think you sent me the message at Erasmo. The arena is advertising on your YouTube channel. But someone sent me that
That's
they have a
crazy.
commercial out there. I have not seen it.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
mean, the other question I had, like, because I know, like, as when they were, I guess, giving information regarding the county arena, shouldn't they give it as a non-biased information to where it's like, okay, there's a pros and cons, like as a Cameron County website,
Well,
not
no, this
like
is a political action committee, and I find it
yeah,
hilarious because last week, I think I was on Wednesday, Channel 4 did a story on the arena and the pack, and they called the political action committee just a group of people who are just getting active on social media. And I'm like, no, it's a political action committee. There's money behind this
yeah,
thing. There's people that are involved
lots of
that
money
that,
behind
that
it.
really want this thing. It's not a group of people getting involved in a political social media. They hired a marketing
Yeah,
firm.
because
It's a
I know that
marketing.
Trey Mendez also shared the page, and it
Mhm.
was just like the same page of that one, the Cameron County Arena. But I'm like, if you're gonna be like trying to have people decide, like show them both sides of the coin, like the pros and
Oh
cons.
no, no, no.
Don't just
Trey
go
Mendes
push.
Trey Mendes is desperately wanting for this to happen because his business partners and all the other little clique out there, they're all going to bank out of this thing, They're all going to bank out of this thing 100%, and we're still just going to get screwed with the bill.
Hmm. Well, I agree.
No?
Yes, I agree. I mean,
Finally.
I'm just gonna agree.
Second time you
I
can't
don't,
get
I don't know
in.
what he said. I didn't even pay attention. I'm just gonna agree. Since he agreed with me earlier. um. Oh, golly, I can't believe they have the video. An advertise. Look, and where's the news media in all this? Why isn't Channel 4, 23, Channel 5 talking about the disinformation campaign that they're doing? Why are they saying? And I say that
There
in
was.
all.
I don't know which day it was, but I know that Frankie posted it. They did a report and they interviewed, I guess, two people. One that was for, one that was against. And there's a
Mm,
lady in Harlingen. I was telling Miss Presas right now that there's a lady in Harlingen that's like saying that she's like a hard no on it for various reasons. So one of them being like the fact that it looks like it's just going to be more like a Brownsville arena compared to like the
mm,
whole Cameron County. But I'll try to see if I can get the name of the lady.
I was having a
But
conversation about the arena with friends, and they said it's good for Brownsville because it's going to bring jobs and money to Brownsville. I explained to them that you have been saying in this show with putting Brownsville more in debt along with Sports Park Event Center. They didn't know. I think that's the problem. People don't know these, and and this is part of the problem. We have not educated folks enough, but there comes a time when people need to educate themselves. You know, is this really a good thing? And something that I think Sam mentioned in regards to Trex Mendes's post, you know, people need to make sure that they go out there and see both sides, not just you know the shiny penny thing, but hey, let me hear the opposition side on it. Why don't they want it? And then make an informed decision. This is very unfortunate.
Yes.
We have failed the community.
Well, I mean,
And our leaders have failed the community in not educating on both pros and cons on it. They haven't, because their interest is for you to vote for it. So at the end of the day, we all get screwed.
but where do you expect the people to get their information from when you have the news media, like I say, is claiming, oh, this is just people that just in favor of it and they're in social media, or where they have people that are sending you text messages that say that it's about this when it's really about this, and you just see that it's like, well, how are you supposed to vote as a voter? And this is why Trump was so big 4 years ago or 5 years ago when he was running, because he was saying it's fake news, fake news, fake news. And people are like, you know what? Maybe he's right about something. Where do we get our real facts? And then now you have the news media like CNN and MSNBC and the mainstream news media saying, oh no, why is he attacking the media? Why is he attacking us? Like, well, because you've let us down. The news media has let us down. You have to have alternative avenue. Like, you may not like it, Osmo, you may not like what he has to say, but at least he provides some sort of a service, and you have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. And now you have to do the same thing with the news media, but the news media gets all offended when you even think that, like, no, we're the arbiters of truth and we're going to tell you exactly what you're supposed to believe. Oh, I'm sorry, we're going to give you non-biased information, which is a bunch of crap. Everything is biased, whether you want to admit it or not. That's what I believe anyway.
I hear people saying it's all going to get built. I don't mind having a new venue will provide jobs for the valley. First of all, no. The jobs that will be, guys, this is Brownsville, Texas, guys. This is Cameron County. The jobs that will be provided will be for the compadres, for the political favors, for those folks. Any and all jobs out there. It's not something that will benefit us in no way, shape, or form. As it is, our home went up in price about 100,000. Can't imagine how much more it will go up, guys. If you think that your appraised value is crazy right now, wait next year, and wait 2 years from now, wait
And
3 years from now.
and remember, Erasmo, remember the appraised values of those places. I don't even mean it. The houses around the arena is in that tax reinvestment zone. All the new taxes that come out of that place is only going to be property taxes that will go to that place. It's not going to benefit your house in Southmost or in Buena Vida or whatever, or even Rio Viejo,
Not
where all the
like the
good
general
people live.
city.
It's not going to help
For
the
that
general
area.
fund at all. It's only going to help that area. And why does that matter? Is because if you're upset that your house went up $100,000 this year, or like Daniel Lentz said last on Saturday morning, that his house went up $23,000 just this year, even though the year before it went up $40,000 or whatever, your houses are going to go up. You're not going to be able to really live in your old house that's been in existence for 10, 20 years. But these new houses, all that is going to be for that shiny area, for those streets. So your streets are not going to get fixed. We're not going to get new police officers for our area, because those police officers are going to have to be in that area, I guess. I don't know. Fire truck. I mean, we had a fire yesterday. I saw Los Fresnos fire engines having to haul butt to go all the way to Lakeside to those apartments. Why was that happening? Because, well, we don't have all the resources that we need, but yet we're going to build this $1 billion of new infrastructure or stuff in this terms. Well, it's only going to benefit that area. It's not going to benefit us. I mean, we don't even have enough ambulances for our city. It's insane. So don't vote for this arena. Let's try to fix what we have right now. Don't try to get the new shiny stuff.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
All right.
I was gonna share with you, gentlemen. I'm gonna get you the information for the propositions that the state has on the ballot, and that's for property taxes. Me as a realtor, it really bothers me to see this happening, because I know that there's a lot of people that they still have their mortgage, and that mortgage payment is gonna go up. That mortgage payment is gonna go up, guys, because your taxes have gone up because of the value that they've put. Okay, so it's an effect in every way that you can see this, guys. I'm going to tell you, will I benefit? Will realtors benefit from the arena to build and then do a development? How many other places have been developed without a darn arena or without anything around it? And they've done well. Did Mr. Glore, when he developed Land Lakes area, did he put something major around it? No. All he did was he did a master plan of what retail stores were going to come in and what would be around there so he could do his development so the residential area would have everything close by. So why do we have to build an arena in order to do a development? Because the infrastructure will be also close to tap into and build the homes. The infrastructure is your sewer, electrical, your water, your paving of your streets. And then comes the development of the residential homes right behind it, guys. They're saying that they already started and broke ground. Yes, but that's still going to help the owner of the properties to continue to sell their lots. Let's wake up, guys. This is not a good project right now.
It's not a good
Another
project
thing
in
I'm
the
going to
long
tell
time.
you, Wells Fargo Bank. I can send this email to you guys. Wells Fargo Bank has already released mortgage loan officers. When a bank starts releasing mortgage loan officers, they're the ones that process the loans for residentials or for commercials, properties that investors want to buy. Guess what? That's a big, strong message if Wells Fargo has already let go of loan officers throughout the U.S.
All of a sudden, we're super interested in entertainment. Think about it. How many sold out events do we currently have at our current venues? None. How many movie theaters do we have? One and a half. Are we packed every weekend? Absolutely not.
Hmm.
Absolutely not. And this is what's so unfortunate out there. So unfortunate. Uh,
Can I
well,
ask you something about the hurricane thing before I go to Carlos's comment? One of the guys on the that was commenting away, trying to tell me how wrong and dumb I was on KRV's video with the infomercial that they did on what was it, Friday, Thursday or Friday. He was like, "Well, we can do domes. I mean, not domes. We can use the arena for hurricane safety." And I'm like, "That's what domes are for. That's why we already have the domes. We don't need an arena for hurricane safety." I mean, so it's going to withstand a hurricane or something. It's going to be better than the domes that we built around the county. Give me a break. So
100%. So we won't know we're successful. Who is going to keep this money? See, that was one of my questions that I asked on my page this morning. Guys, if we have so much money right now, as a community, as a county, as a city, if we've got all this money, why hasn't it been used to fix the infrastructure here? Why hasn't it been used? I mean, they have this huge pocket out there of cash. I mean, isn't it that every time we go and ask for anything from any governmental agency here, their united voices, we have no money. We can't give teachers raises because there is no money. We
mm,
can't give city employees any raises because there isn't any money. We can't give anything to the Cameron County employees because there isn't any money. And all of a sudden, we've got all this money to put into an arena.
mm,
And you've got these individuals who don't even live in Brownsville out there, contractors, architects, builders, all of these people, TV commercials, YouTube commercials. Thank you guys. All these people out there trying to persuade you with crappy enchilada plates. And let me tell you, que vergüenza, no? And I feel bad because, if you're a restaurant and you're advertising enchiladas from mi pueblito and y'all gave that, not a good promotional stunt. And again,
You know,
the commissioners are banking, the mayor is banking, Eddie Trevino is banking, Joey Lopez is banking, Sophie Benavides is banking, everyone's banking. And you all are paying for it.
you,
and remember, who are we supposed to blame for this? Oh,
Or the
you
voters.
know that I'm going to say this. If we don't value what we are worth in this city, in this community, and they keep taking us for a ride and they take advantage of us and they do whatever the hell they please, it's our fault because we don't get off our ass to go out and I know I do. I'm sorry. But because we don't
truth.
we don't take the time to go out and guys, we need to get it done. We do. And start with, if you have a spouse, take your spouse. If you have kids, take your kids. I know that I have my house right now that today we're going to go cast and we're all no. And then I got their girlfriends also that I told them, you want to be my daughter-in-law, you better go out and vote. This is a voting
Quid pro
town.
quo. Vote
So
no, and
if
then you
you
can marry
want
my.
my son, you better make sure you go out and vote. And vote no.
That's
No
But
one has
funny.
yet
anyway,
either.
so
No
believe
one
me,
has
I'm
even yet.
determined. This weekend, all I did was call people, text people. There was people saying, "Wow, I didn't know that," and I was getting ready to vote yes. Well, look at this. Just look at what I'm telling you. Pay attention to what they've told you and what I'm literally putting to you on the table. So that's why it's no for me. Believe me, I'm a businesswoman. I would love to see great businesses for Brownsville. But guys, while we don't have the right leaders, and while we don't have the movers and the shakers that want to do for every citizen, we're never going to get to that level,
Nowhere.
regardless of how
Nowhere
you
close.
see it.
Folks, no one has yet to either refute my numbers or explain how and why they expect these hot revenues to double. We don't have the hotel infrastructure, population, or demographics to consistently financially support this the venture. I think we would be. I think it would be great, but plain simple, we can't afford it. In the end, do you trust your county leadership with our money? Based on our appraisal statements, we are being taxed out of our homes. Vote no. And that's the other thing. Look, guys, we all want nice things.
Mhm.
We all do. I want nice things. I want nice things for myself. It doesn't mean that because I want a yacht, I'm going to go out there and give a down payment on it and then not be able to pay for it. Guys, you have to be fiscally responsible. It's not of if you build it, the money's just going to pour into Cameron County. It's not going to happen.
If
It's
it's such
not.
I mean, Erasmo, they still won't answer this question. If it's such a great deal, if it's such a slam dunk, and the arena's going to be awesome and wonderful, why don't they get the financing to make the $100 million arena and pay for it themselves?
100%.
Uh,
Sam, I mean, what's your name? Roman. Roman. Exactly, it's your name. Roman, we have the richest man in the world here, living here. Why doesn't he do a space convention center? Because he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's not going to invest money in something that's going to fail and falter, fall on his face. I mean, the guy didn't become a billionaire by throwing
But
away
he
his
loves us because he
money.
went to Sombrero Festival.
and Judge Eddie was out there practically being his security guard. Maybe he was practicing for when the arena is built, so that whenever he's out of a job because he has been such a failure as his county judge, at least since last year, he could be a security guard at the new arena. Haha.
Ha.
You know, instead of
Dude, we don't have bus stop shelters. We have water coming out of our streets. Our utility bills are sky high. Our schools are being run to the ground. Our downtown is being taken over by undercommitted immigrants. An arena is our top priority. It's madness. It's
you
not our top priority.
you know that we don't need an arena to
Right the
put
page,
people
Peter.
for shelter during hurricane, guys. That is why we work in unity. When the city and the county and the district and the rest of the entities unify together, because we're not unified. You're not going to
No.
that they only come in
Mm.
unity when they want something that they're going to benefit. That is reality check, guys. But for us to see that every entity, which is, let's say, the city, the county, the port, that we see them always working closely together for the purpose for the citizens and to bring what's prosperity in our community. I don't see it that way. I have yet to see that. But when it comes to the school district, let me tell you, the schools are utilized for shelter. The schools are utilized for shelter because you have them north, west, east, and south. You have one in every part of the community in the demographic area. So
Mm.
there's no need for us to say and use the excuse, oh, we need it for hurricane shelter. No, that is not the way it works and has worked before in the past. And we've used schools and they work perfectly well. So don't let them brainwash you with that. That's not a solution.
Yeah.
There's already a
Well,
solution for that.
Carlos is running for our county judge, and obviously I support him. I think we need some change in leadership, but there was a forum, and I think I sent this to you, Erasmo, but I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. I forgot to send to you. There was a forum that occurred by the Cameron County Democratic women of some of the people that were running in the runoff for May 24th on the Democratic side. And Sarah, around the 11-minute mark, Sarah Stapleton Barrera said, how many of us? I mean, she was basically attacking the Democratic Party and the Democratic, control of the area, and saying, how many of you all, by a show of hands, raise your hands, have seen corruption or believe that there's corruption in our area. And everybody that you could see in the screen that was up there, even Joe Jaworski, who's running for Texas Attorney General, I believe he raised his hand. You had Liz Garza that's running for JP Valdez, whatever her last name is, I don't know, raised her hand, and Sarah raised her hand, but Morgan Lamantia didn't raise her hand, which I think is very telling. And I bring this up because who's supporting Morgan Lamantia? The good people, the people, the people with the money, todos los políticos, the políticos that are in charge. They're the ones who. So she just kept her hands like this, like I'm not going to raise my hand. I've never seen corruption in South Texas, and I think it's ridiculous. And I think it's important that we stop, potential corruption. I think that this particular arena could be.
You make a good point. You can make a good point, Sam. Whatever you know,
Roman, that's fine.
Here. But you make a good point. They don't see it because they're in that little group of people. So to them, what Sam was saying earlier, to them, everything is peachy keen. The Craig Groves, the all these Limas people, all these people that are buddy buddies, the Ram Gonzalez, all these people are in the same little group. Roman, Sam, they're in the same little group. They don't see corruption. Everything is okay. They're the ones that are spearheading it. That's what's infuriating. They're the ones, guys, that are out there saying, well, they're just being negative.
Well, no, we're being, we all see corruption in some one way or another in South Texas. I mean, that's why people are waking up, and that's why there's people that are really realizing that they can vote for Republican candidates, not just vote for Democrats.
The FBI, Roman.
Oh, that's
the FBI has pointed out, has shown corruption, even here at Texas Southmost College, and they still parade that Cowa de la Garza. They still parade her in those apretado nightgowns as if she was the savior of Brownsville. I mean, she's Trex Mendix's mom, political mother. She's a rata, a damn rat. A damn rat is what she is. FBI proved it. They have video. They have recordings. Is people forgotten Sunshine Solutions? And they still parade her around if she was like the godmother of Brownsville.
It's so sad because last week, I know that we all hear this. Oh, everybody does the same thing. Why vote for this? And no, I'm going to tell you that there's good people that are running for positions and they truly want to make a difference. And we're out here trying to educate as much as we can, open people's eyes, bring awareness to their ears, and have them think about what really needs to happen. And what needs to happen, guys, is that we need to stop being taken advantage of. Because these politicians, as soon as they have the numbers that they need to pass something, then we end up getting the short end of the stick. And guys, I'm telling you, because I've challenged issues when I was elected. I was stripped from my rights to vote. There was a policy that was implemented because Miss Lucy Longoria and I were trying to stop certain things. And the ones that were in the majority says, you guys talk too much. You don't need to question things. Well, the hell I'm going to question things because it's going to affect my constituents, the rest of the citizens, and myself. We're all in this together. So whatever decisions we make, it's not as one person or Erasmo's show or Sam's show or Roman's show. It's about us wanting to make sure that we're taking care of our community with the best that we can, the knowledge that we bring to you. So guys, please, please, please go out and vote. No, make a list of how many people you know that can go out and vote and encourage them. Encourage them because we're going to end up forking the bill at the end of the day. That's what's going to happen.
100%. What's going to be the next about Dodichi will only not allow sell pizza in the county. Eddie will be only allowed to practice. They already started to bank. We don't have to have the arena for them to bank. They've already started to bank. And evident enough is Eddie Trevino was out there in Hidalgo County pedichando money, pocketing money from contractors, builders, and architects 3 weeks before the first election. Well, I'm the one who always appreciate our folks taking the lead and looking down. Always screw the enchiladas. Corruption is also silence.
And you know,
Exactly.
if I could say something, Ashley, I said earlier that this arena is part of the corruption. And the reason I say that, and it's my personal opinion, is it failed in November. It failed in November, and then you had December, January, February, March, May,
I
and
got
then you have 5 months later, and now we're gonna have another vote.
guys.
You know,
I'm sorry. I literally gotta leave. Y'all want to
okay,
continue? I'll let you be until
oh,
y'all finish. Guys, have a great day. I'm gonna leave you with these three guys. All right, and gal.
oh,
Guys, I'm not saying guys like guys, male. It's just folks. I
Folks,
don't
in
want to be
general,
politically
folks.
corrected.
The interpretation.
okay. So who's in charge? Sam, you're gonna do. You have the machine.
Yeah, I have the thing. It's only like two more comments, and that's
Okay.
about it. But if you want to say any other final
Well, no,
thing,
I
like
just
I go through the comments real quick, and then
okay.
you can give your final comment. The corruption of silence. Elvela says that cow. Haha. I was
How?
trying to figure out what he was referring to.
Me too. I don't know what you're talking
This, the no voters already spoke. How dare they attempt to steal this from us, like they did with the Marisa Leal voters? And that's literally the last comment.
Well, yeah, I'm just like I say, why are we having this vote again? Like, it's unnecessary to do it. I mean, they could have waited a little bit longer, but it's like what Gatti said. They're waiting, for the right time, I guess, to get this thing to pass. I mean, I guess maybe they think May 7th, the uniform election day, is the right time to do it, and they might be able to pass it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it fails, and I hope it does fail. That they'll bring it back
Yeah.
in November. It's like, oh well, we were so close. And it's like, yeah, I wish I was that close, I guess, to be able to do it again and
Like,
be able to
right?
control when I get more
Like
money.
there's a like I would understand if there was more information from November till now regarding the arena when they voted no for it.
There's
But
no
if
new
it's
information, right?
information and then it's some more information that actually like not even true about how it's just gonna be a feasible report and all that stuff, and then they're going back. They're like, no, this is when you see the wording of it. It's actually for the whole, I guess, the whole 9 yards of the construction.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, two more comments that came in. Richard.
yeah, let me see here. The voters are getting empinadas and enchiladas. Uh, follow the show, companies.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Well, oh, Gotti, don't
Um,
leave us.
just I was about to ask her if she had any other last comments. So that's about it, man.
Yeah.
You have a good day. Do you have any other last comment before I finalize this?
Just go vote no. Just go vote no. Call at least 5 people today and tell them to go vote no. And if they think, oh, I have to vote yes, you know what? Then don't go vote. Just don't vote. If you've been thinking about voting yes, you know what? Forget it. Or the election already happened. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Obviously, we want everybody to exercise the right to vote. Go out there and vote, whether you want it or not, and preferably you vote no. And remember, this isn't just about Brownsville. If you vote in San Pedro or Blue Town or Santa Maria or Santa Rosa, Combs, Aurora City, Rio Hondo, Palm Valley, Laguna Vista, Indian Lake, Bayview, Laguna
You skip those
Heights,
businesses right there, bro. From Indian Lake.
all those little tiny towns. You have a say in this thing too. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say? I couldn't
No,
because
because you were going like from Bluestown, Santa Maria. You were going like traveling,
I
and you
was. I'm
jumped
in
from
my mind. I'm trying to think like where other towns
Indian
can I say? Did I miss any?
No, it's because you skip Indian Lake. No, you said Indian Lake, and then you skipped those Fresnos, and you went to
Oh, pues
Bayview.
Los Fresnos, sí, pues where you live. I mean, that's what you can say. Los Fresnos, don't forget about Los Fresnos. Like, well, see, and then you have, if you live in the port, I don't know, wherever you live, in the county, you can vote. Go vote no on it. Tell your friends, and so don't just limit yourself to Brownsville, because it's not. I mean, it's going to be a Brownsville project because it's going to be in the
It's
city
gonna
of
be, I
Brownsville.
think it's gonna be a super close vote again.
Yeah, and then
But
again, they're going to say, "Oh, we got to do it again. We got to try again. Let's vote. Let's do that." So, vote no.
all right, man.
God
Well, I
bless.
gotta go too. I'll talk to you later. You have a good
Bye.
day.
You too. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
guys. Hey, Erasmo. It's still there. Sam didn't. It's still live. Like
Sam didn't end it, and I'm still, guys. I appreciate it, guys. I'm sorry I had to lock out. I actually do work, believe this or not. But
really?
guys, please come out and vote. It's really
Hey,
important.
when are you gonna hold the sign?
There's Sam back.
There you are. When are you going to hold the sign? Sorry, guys, we're still here.
Right now, as
My
soon as
bad.
finish
I was
work.
like, snap. I put live studio instead of end broadcast. But you guys are saying I'm leaving. Gotta go. I
But
was gonna make
yes,
sure
it's still here. You know, when are you gonna
No,
hold the sign? Where are you gonna hold the sign? That's what people
soon as
want
I-
to see you.
as soon as I finish working this
There you go.
morning, I'm going to head straight out there to vote and to hold out signs.
Okay. Well, let me know. Go vote. Go vote no.
Guys, please go vote no. It's really important. Guys, have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. Still believe in all the crap I don't. I'm done. Guys, be good to each other and continue to be good to me. God bless.